What if I told you that ChatGPT's new search engine could be the biggest threat Google has ever faced? Or is it just overhyped? Today, we'll look at the data and real-world examples to find out. And if you're a small business owner wondering if AI is going to disrupt your market, stay tuned. Plus, stick around for a bonus tip that could give you a competitive edge.
In this video, we're going to actually look at the two main factors that will help you determine if AI is really a threat to Google and what you can do about it for your business. There are two critical questions that a business owner needs to answer. The first question is, are consumers even using ChatGPT to search for local businesses? To help answer this, I looked at the data and traffic for one of our largest clients over the last year. For this particular business, Google drove over 1 million visits to this website. This generated over 86,000 leads for them. ChatGPT, it drove a whopping 1,000 visits and 50 leads. To be clear, that is less than 0.1% of Google's traffic.
Wow. So I'm curious, how does that compare to Bing?
Funny comparison, but I'll give you a better one. Yahoo had 36 times the traffic. Bing had over 100 times the traffic.
Okay, so ChatGPT, it's this amazing thing. Everybody's talking about it. However, we're saying that Bing, what's Bing, drives over 100 times the amount of leads that this business was getting. When was the last time you ever had a client ask you to optimize for Bing?
So the second question is, are consumers going to switch to ChatGPT? Maybe they haven't switched yet, but they might in the future. This is going to boil down to how good the results are. After all, why would you switch from a product or service unless you found one that was better? To answer this, I'm going to share an example. Coming up, I'm also going to share the surprising link between ChatGPT and Bing's search results and how that impacts your business. When I do a Google search for the best board game stores in Vaughan, Ontario, there is a clear winner. There's a business called 401 Games, and you can tell how popular they are because they have 8 times the reviews of their next competitor. Google also measures click data. They measure things like brand searches. And the thing to know about this particular company is they are one of the most well-known board game companies, not just in Canada, but even in the United States. When I go to board game conventions, people have heard of this brand, they search for this brand, and they order from this brand. That is all stuff that Google is factoring into their algorithm. Now let's compare this with the results on ChatGPT. ChatGPT gives me 2 results, neither of which highlights the top business that we just talked about on Google. The link for the directions for the second business listed currently is broken. It actually sends me to the address of the first business. Want to know what their great source was for those broken directions? MapQuest. It gets even worse. This isn't even a board game store. Take a look at their website. It's a broken website. Does it work? I have no idea if this is a real business or not, but they are not a retail store.
I think the last time I used MapQuest was when I was still printing out directions and taking them with me on the road trip. That's wild. So it sounds to me like ChatGPT has 2 things that are headwinds, if you will. One is adoption, right? 0.01%, whatever the earlier stat was, and quality. And I think those things will improve, but until they do improve, I don't see much of a threat to Google.
Exactly. Google has years of data from user-generated content, things like reviews, foot traffic. I mean, they know everything about us. And that is something that is very hard to compete with. But now I want to share a bonus tip because I know there are businesses out there that think this is coming and they want to stay ahead of that trend. If you fall into that category, I have something that you can do now that should help you rank better on ChatGPT. Here's the deal. ChatGPT's search results relies heavily on Bing data. If you want better results on ChatGPT, focus on improving how you rank on Bing. Specifically, you want to look at your Facebook reviews. If your Facebook reviews are weak, you're likely going to be invisible. So let's go back to our board game example. When I search on Bing, you'll find that they don't rank very well there either. And one of the main things that stands out to me is that the reviews that Bing pulls from are either Facebook or Yelp. When I look at 401 Games and how they show up on Yelp and how many reviews they have, it's pretty bad. Same with Facebook. It has nothing compared to the story you get on Google. So if I was them and I was trying to rank better on ChatGPT, the first thing I would do is start asking for reviews on Facebook. But keep in mind, you never want to stop asking for Google reviews because that's where the majority of the traffic is.
What do you think? Is ChatGPT search the future or is it all hype? Let us know in the comments.
Is ChatGPT really going to replace Google? Right now, the answer is no. But trends can shift quickly, and businesses that adapt early will usually stay ahead. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and get notifications of future tips like this. Don't get left behind.